Yeah, I think mostly, I'll be really candid. The public reasons are, that I will talk about how easy, and these are true, by the way. There's no. It's not like one is more true than the other. The public reasons that I will divulge, that I've been divulging about why we didn't raise money, is because today's internet, I think it is very cheap to do stuff. I think you can be 2 or 3 people you have, or even one person, right? Talk to my friend Steve Murch, bigoven.com. I think it's him and his dog sitting in his kitchen. They got like 10 million monthly uniques or more, I'm sure. Don't quote me on that one. It's just the cost of doing anything these days on the web is really, really low. And so I know that's a big mental shift. Some people, and it takes one to know one, if you've worked at Microsoft for 12 years and all that stuff, they tend to have big company mentality. Well, you gotta have a program manager, and that means the program manager to developer ratio should be 1 to 6, and then we gotta have, similar amount of testers. You sort of have to throw all that away, and so I think it's cheap. We are generally debt-shy people, so that's another reason. And I think the concept of always having some sort of finite runway was scary to us. The real reasons, and people who have raised money, by the way, I deeply respect, because you have a skill that I don't have. I don't know how to talk to a VC. I really don't. I mean, I've been in those kinds of meetings where VCs have invited me down to talk to them about Picnik, and I'm like the dumbest guy in the room in that context. The sense I get is that you're going to feel like when you raise money that you work for the man, that there's all kinds of people that are on your board that are kind of your bosses, and I am a little bit cynical about this, which is that just as at any company, you want your boss to know more about your problems and how to solve your problems than you do, and that person can give you guidance. I would question whether in the VC environment that scenario exists, right? Whether your board members really understand what people want in photos. Are they at BlogHer, being mobbed by your users and understanding what features they would want tweaked and improved on, right? So this concept of working for the man, maintaining degrees of freedom is just another way of saying it. Founders ROI. We were greedy. That was another reason. We didn't want to give away too much of our company. We didn't feel that we needed to. And if you actually do I'm going to say something a little bit sobering, and I apologize, because I know that there are probably others in the room that have done a fantastic job of raising money, and for them that's the right model, and I don't want. They're going to succeed, and they're going to do a great job. I did a little bit of my good friend Nat Burgess, who's one of the top M&A guys in the country. He's a principal at the Quorum Group, and I've known, I'm not plugging Nat, by the way, it's just that Nat and I have been friends since we were like in high school, literally. We played pool together. And I remember one time, years ago, I remember saying to him, Nat, can you just, you could didact out the names and all that stuff, but can you just kind of talk me just informally through the last 10 or 12 deals that you guys closed, and talk about the relationship between a cap table, whether they were VC funded or not, and the exit valuations, right? And I learned something that was very eye-opening, which was that actually and there was a smattering of companies. Most of the companies had raised money, outside funding. Some of the companies, a minority of the companies had not. They were kind of more self-funded, just like Picnik. And consistently, I would say that the ROI for the founders, the co-founders, which was higher in the latter case, regardless of the sort of final exit price. And it's not complex math at all. I think you guys get what I mean by that. And so that was another reason. I mean, we were greedy. We wanted as much return as possible. So, other questions?